Hello everyone, I'm Sally Bourner. I'm the local policing unit commander for the borough of Solihull. For those of you who regularly watch my monthly videos, you'll know that Solihull is a really diverse borough. We cover an area of over 69 square miles, and much of our policing area is really unique for the West Midlands because much of the area that we police is rural. We're here today, it's October 2013, we're here today on a farm in Knoll, right in the heart of our rural communities of Solihull. And as a farmer's daughter, originally from Kent, it really does take me back to my roots. You will see that I have decided as we're on a farm to wear some very special wellies. They're not proper farming wellies because I'm joined today by Jez, one of our local farmers who's got proper farming wellies on, and Andy, who's one of our neighbourhood policing officers who covers the rural areas of our borough. So what I'd like to do now is introduce you to both Jez and Andy and share with you some of the work that we do together to help and to protect our farming communities. So first of all, Jez, can you tell us a little bit about what you do here on the farm?
We've got 350 breeding ewes and we've got 70 beef cattle, and obviously we produce lamb and the beef, and yeah, and a bit of silage and hay which we sell to horsey customers. So
you're a really important part of the local community, and you're a really important part of our wider community as well in terms of what you do. Can you tell us about some of the things that have an impact on you and other farmers locally?
You can have instances of antisocial behaviour. We can have people riding motorbikes around fields, 4x4 drivers who tear up fields if you leave the gate open or drive up and down the river, and obviously we always have to be on our guard for people stealing things, just opportunist crime, people driving up stealing batteries, diesel, scrap, gates, you know, that kind of thing. You have to be on your guard.
All of which is about you and your livelihood and making a living, isn't it? So if things are happening, it has a massive impact on you, your family, and the wider community.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we have to watch out for each other, and obviously with Andy's help, we monitor and look for patterns. You know, people might be coming into the last few months. People have been coming around the back of farms a lot of the time, and obviously we're aware of that from the Farm Watch scheme, so we've beefed up our security around the back of the farm, that kind of thing really.
So tell us a little bit about your relationship with the local police, and we haven't rehearsed this. How would you describe your relationship with the local team? And then I'm going to hand over to Andy to tell us a little bit about his work.
Absolutely brilliant. Yeah, key to what we do here, and to make us we're very reassured with Andy's support. We can sleep a lot easier at night knowing that somebody is helping us.
Thanks, Jez. I'm now going to introduce you to Andy Timmins. Andy is one of our neighbourhood policing officers who works and supports our rural communities here in Solihull. Andy, can you tell us a little bit about the work that you're involved with?
Yeah, well, working certainly as a rural neighbourhood officer, I soon realised how isolated a lot of the community are out here, especially smallholders and farms, which brought me on to thinking about a Farm Watch scheme, which is in place now. It's got over 150 farms on the scheme, and it's a link with the community. It's a partnership, if you like, between the police and the farmers, and communication being the key thing between the police. We've got a very effective communication which enables us to speak to them if there's any crime trends or patterns emerging from bordering forces as well as our own. I send it out on email to all our own local Farm Watch members, and obviously if we've got any local issues I also send that out to the bordering forces. It's a two-way street, and what I do get as well, of course, I get a lot of feedback from farmers if they've got any issues or concerns, and I can address them, and if I can't address them, obviously I'll put it out to other officers who may police the area in which that farmer lives, and they can address it more on a local a local plan.
Excellent. We'll provide some information at the end of the video around Farm Watch and how to get involved. Andy, tell us a little bit about the kind of things that local farmers tell us matter to them.
Rather diverse. It ranges from what we'd expect crime-wise to be theft crimes. It could be theft of red diesel, theft of heavy plant, tractors, all the way through to wildlife crime. We get a lot of reports to do with poaching, sometimes hare coursing, and even concerns over demolition of buildings where there might be wildlife within the buildings. So it's a wide spectrum of crime, quite unique.
And you're one of our very few wildlife liaison officers as well. Andy's a very special person. Tell us a little bit about what that role entails.
Yes, wildlife liaison officer, yeah, it's a bit of a learning curve for me. It entails, as I say, looking into the world of wildlife crime, which is quite vast. And lately, I think as I mentioned, there was an issue with bats that potentially was the roosts were being destroyed literally over the way from where we are at the moment. So that involved some work there. That was a positive outcome. But we've also had a wide range of crime. The latest one is Japanese knotweed growing in the back of it, which was a learning curve for me. That falls under the Wildlife and Countryside Act, so I had to get the books out for that one. So it's very diverse.
Excellent. So the most important theme really of our message today is about that relationship between our local farming community and our local neighbourhood policing team. As I say, Solihull is a really diverse borough. It's a huge borough in terms of geography, and our rural communities and people who live and work and their livelihood depends on farming. We're absolutely here to help and support. More information now will follow about where you can find out more. Thanks very much for watching.